Welcome to Math Every channel. In this class, I am explaining about domain, codomain, and range. These are very important in functions. What is meant by domain? What is meant by codomain? And what is meant by range? Simple. Already I told in the last classes about domain and range. Now, what is domain? Input values. Domain is nothing but what can go into a function is called as domain. Is nothing but input values. So we are inputting the values. That is domain. Okay. Next one, codomain. What may possibly come out of a function is called codomain. Actually, output depends upon input. Output depends upon input. Okay. But there may be some other variables, some other numbers are also there in that output. Those numbers, those possibly numbers, those all numbers, not only outcomings but also included not outcomings in that set, that function, those are called codomain. Please listen carefully. Suppose, for example, r minus 2 is a range, for example. That is output. But there may be possibilities there. 2 is also in the codomain. 2 is also there in the codomain. That is important point which I have observed regarding codomain. I will give an example for that. Okay. So simply possible come out of a function is called codomain. Next one, range. What actually comes out of a function is called range. What actually comes out of function? What actually comes out of function? Output. You know that already. Output is nothing but a range. Input is nothing but a domain. And possible outcomes. Possible outcomes are called codomain values or codomain variables. Okay. That's the difference between these three. Codomain, very important point which you have to observe. What is the difference between domain and codomain? Codomain and range. Input values are domain values. Output values are range values. And codomain values are possible outcomes. Possibly outcomes are called codomain values or codomain variables. Okay. See the example for domain, codomain and range. Simple. There is no doubt about that. See here. This is function A, this is function B. Or set A, set B. F goes from A to B. F from A to B. Set A to set B. Set A containing values are 4, 5, 6, 7. Set A are 4, 5, 6, 7. And set B are 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is set A. This is set B. There is a function from A to B. There is a function from A to B. F from A to B. Okay, good. Now, what is domain? What is codomain? What is range? Simple. What is domain? What is definition for domain? Simple, input values. What are input values? We are inputting the values from A to B. This is input, this is output. This is process. Generally in computer system, this is input, this is output, this is processing. Yes or not? So, this input, what is input? A, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all. This is domain, inputting values, input value, left side values. Okay, good. Now range, output values. B is nothing but resulting values, output values. Those are range values or range variables. Okay, but here only you can take what all the relations are there from A to B. At that time only you can take the values belongs to range. You didn't take other values like 1, 7, 10. That is important point which you have to observe. Okay, so output values, only 4 are there in output. Yes or not? 2, 3, 8, 9. 2, 3, 8, 9. These are output values. Those belongs to set to B. Those values are range values. That's all. That is important point which you have to observe carefully. Okay? Now codomain. Codomain. What is codomain? Possible values. Possible values. Whatever may be. There is a possibility there for outcoming 1. Suppose some bag is there. In bag 10 balls are there or 5 balls are there. Whatever it may be. Some colors are red, white, black color, orange, pink, whatever it may be. But we can take any type of color. By putting the hand in bag, we can take any type of color. We can't say particularly this type of color. But possible outcomes are 5. But we can take only one ball among those balls. Yes or not? Which is outcoming from the bag, that is range. Remaining all are, by combining all are codomain values. 5 are codomain values, but outcomings are 1 or 2. Depends upon our taking. Yes or not? So, codomain values are all values 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, dear friends, this is codomain, this is range, this is domain. These are differences between among these three, domain, range and codomain. Please observe carefully and practice this. Okay, dear friends, this is simple introduction about domain, codomain and range. So practice this and remember carefully. These are very important prelims in functions, because some students are confusing between domain and codomain and range. What is codomain? What is the difference between codomain and range? And what is the difference between domain and codomain? Don't confuse. This is the clarity picture. This example is clarity picture for domain, codomain and range. Okay? Practice by taking some other examples, practice so many problems, we can get some clarity about that differences. Okay, dear friends? Okay. Thanks for watching Math YouTube channel. For more updates, subscribe our YouTube channel Math. Thank you.